Tax incentives await the companies that will support milk feeding initiatives. This is in line with a new program launched by the National Dairy Authority and the Bureau of Internal Revenue, hitting livelihood and nutrition at the same time. Full details in this Denise Osorio story.
A privately funded milk feeding program was launched earlier today to address both child malnutrition and dairy farmers' livelihoods by offering incentives to private companies that support milk feeding initiatives. According to BIR Commissioner Romeo Lumagi Jr., companies taking part in the scheme will be allowed a full 100% deduction from their taxable income, and their donations will be exempt from donors' tax. In effect, every glass of milk donated will now be treated as an investment for nation building, provided it is locally sourced.
This is not just regulation, it is an enabling measure to encourage private sector participation. By clarifying tax treatment, we remove barriers and create opportunities for meaningful contributions.
The National Dairy Authority says each glass of locally produced milk represents both nutrition and livelihood, making it a step towards a healthier and more prosperous nation.
Hinihikayat natin ang mga private sector na makiisa sa atin sa milk feeding program. Dahil alam naman natin ang milk feeding program na pinapatupad ngayon, although merong 120 days na feeding program, pero pagdating sa gatas, 15 days lang ang milk feeding program. Okay, so sa nutrition ng mga kabataan, hindi yan enough, yung 15 days na yan. Pagdating naman sa kita ng mga dairy farmers, gaya ng nasabi ko kanina, sa 15 days na yan.
The NDA added that the country's milk self-sufficiency has risen slightly from 1% with a target of 5% to be reached by 2028 to gradually reduce dependence on imported milk.
The target po namin is by 2028, pagkatapos po ng termino ng ating Pangulo, pipilitin namin maabot ito by 5%. Sa ngayon, 2.3%. Nasa kalagitnaan pa lang tayo ng ng taon, Oktubre pa lamang. So, naniniwala kami. Aabutin natin yan.
Figures from the Institute of Human Nutrition at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños show that 94% of Filipino children aged 5 and below suffer from calcium deficiency. To strengthen the local dairy value chain, Asia Brewery and Pascual Foods have announced a 1 billion peso investment over the next 2 years to expand local yogurt production.
This initiative will allow us to produce dairy at a larger scale, which we can also export, create more jobs for Filipinos, and further strengthen the local dairy value chain. It will also mark a breakthrough for the industry as we will be producing locally made, long-life aseptic yogurt, a first in the Philippines and the first in ASEAN.
With continued collaboration between the government and the private sector, more Filipino children are expected to benefit from longer-term milk feeding programs, while local dairy farmers gain a stronger and more sustainable source of income. Denise Osorio from the National Television Network for a new and better Philippines.